We've been waiting a while. We've been waiting a long time for the news that came out this morning. Sebastian Aho is going nowhere. And that's the way it should be. And the vibes are through the roof for the Carolina Hurricanes right now. Sebastian Aho signing a big old fat extension to stay with the Hurricanes into his mid-30s, which is very, very important for a whole bunch of reasons. But just to prove that I said the vibes are through the roof, the Canes social media team right now is they're vibing a bit.
Oh yeah, they're buzzing.
They're buzzing. The storm is brewing. The Canes tweeted this out: when Sebastian Aho's contract is over in 2032, The Rock will be elected president for a second time. Twitter will have been dead for 7 years. Barbie 2 will be the highest grossing sequel of all time. Lover, Taylor's version, will be the number. They're going to all of the pop culture jokes right now.
Yeah.
And they also added Rod will be in the Hall of Fame, which seems like they're all a joke except for that one. That one's like, no, by 2032 it should happen. But my point is there's usual, and we're seeing in the NFL, there's a ton of big money being doled out in the NFL right now. When a big contract for a key player is signed, most of the time the team is very serious about it, right? We've locked up a centerpiece, a cornerstone to our organization, and we're excited for the future that they are now a part of. The Canes are like, let's joke about it. The Canes are in such a good vibe right now because it was such an obvious thing that needed to happen. It got done in a logical place, meaning the years, the value, all of it just kind of fits. That there's no reason to be serious. It's almost a celebration right now, right? You know the moment when, I don't know, your realtor tells you that they accepted your offer and you've got a house. Everybody's just like, yeah, sure. You may have just spent most of your life savings, and you're going to have to go ask, a bank to give you hundreds of thousands of dollars in mortgage form. So it's a little nerve-wracking, but at the same time, you're just like, yes, let's celebrate. That's where the Canes are right now. There's been a lot of talk about the Canes becoming a destination, right? Free agents maybe seeking them out.
Yeah.
Maybe taking a little bit of a, hey, I want to chase a ring discount, right? This is a good team. I want to be a part of it. It looks like everybody's having fun. Tony D'Angelo was talking about how, he knew players around the league that were calling him and saying, hey, man, you know how this is. It's only gotten better since you left. You need to come back to Carolina. There's that vibe going on. Vibe might not even be the word. That's like a fact. But to keep that going, you need to take care of your guys, right? It's not just about taking advantage of your ability to bring in guys from the outside. It's not just about being attractive to free agents. It's also about taking care of the guys that help build into what you are now. And Aho might be the most like one of the Canes guys.
Oh yeah.
Right? He is a future captain. And now he's taken care of. Right? Now he has the 8 years, $78 million deal to back it up, which comes out to an average annual value of $9.75 million. Again, makes sense for what he brings to the table.
Oh yeah.
It'll bring his career earnings by the time this deal is up to right under $130 million, all from the Canes, assuming he plays out this contract with Carolina. Here's the thing, and here's where it all like ties in. Is he Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews? No. Is he really good? Is he really consistent? Is he a two-way hockey player that sets the tone for your organization? Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Very much, yes.
And that's important, right? But more importantly, it's what you're building. He brings everything that I just mentioned on the ice, right? We joked about this yesterday. Ask Tony D'Angelo what he brings on the ice from when Tony D'Angelo, who's now a Cane again, was on other teams trying to defend Sebastian Aho.
Yeah.
Like he knows what he brings on the ice. But more importantly, he brings that locker room thing. Sometimes I think, and it's subconscious, But because we call it like a really good locker room, when you say like, oh, that franchise has a really good locker room, it almost comes across as if it's like it's something in the walls. Like it's they got a really good 4 walls, great benches,
solid carpet.
Yeah, like oh gosh, the team televisions in the locker room all positioned where just about everybody can see one from the like. No, it's not actually a good locker room like the good bones of it. It's the people inside the locker room that make it a good locker room, and Aho is one of those, right? And Svechnikov is one of those, and they're now locked up for a very, very long time. So in professional sports and in college sports, right? We're here at ACC kickoff, and we were just talking with a Duke, who was part of the Duke contingent. Talk about one of the Duke players that had been here. This is his 3rd straight year at ACC kickoff.
Yeah,
it's unheard of in college because eligibility runs out, right? And in professional sports, especially if you're a team like the Canes where you're good, the players that aren't making a lot of money on your team, when their contract is up, they're going to make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And you can't always afford to pay them. So you're not going to be able to say like, hey, we have a good locker room. Let's bring everybody back every year. It's a pipe dream. It's impossible. It's not even worth thinking of. So you have to pick the guys you're going to bring back every year and make sure they are not just good players, but stewards of the culture. Right? And if Aho and Svechnikov can just be the thermostat in the room, right? Or even the thermometer. Just look around and go, something's off.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, let's fix this. I've been a part of really good locker rooms. I've been a part of really good teams right here in this very locker room. And when I walk in, it doesn't feel right. That's part of being a leader. That's part of being the franchise cornerstone. That's part of being what Sebastian Aho's asked to be for the next 8 years, or 9 years, really, for the next 9 years with the Carolina Hurricanes. And $78 million is nice.
Yeah, that's also kind of nice.
I mean, that's also,
let's be real.
Your kids don't have to worry about their college education.
And they're two of their youngest stars, Aho, Svechnikov, locked up long term. As a Canes fan, that's very reassuring to me.
And do you know what else it is? You're right. As a fan, mm-hmm. It's comfort in like buying the jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You never want to buy a jersey of someone going into their last year on the contract because it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to wear this when he's coming back to this arena wearing a different jersey.
Yeah.
So 8 years, $78 million, unless something goes very, very poorly, and I wouldn't expect that, they're not going to be moving him anytime soon, which is the only way he doesn't stay here for 8 years. Yeah, buy the jersey. You know what I mean? Feel comfortable wearing it, knowing he's one of your guys, and you have a few others, which is important and really comforting for a fan.